we are going to talk about how you make money doing concept boards and e-design. So we have a lot to go over, and here's what you're going to learn. We're going to talk about the benefits and the uses of e-design because until you can really understand how it kind of can be a part of your business or maybe be a new business for you, that's what we're going to really work through. Technology choices, pros and cons, the mistakes I see a lot of designers and stagers make, how to package and price your services, how to make thousands on each room design plan and stop trading time for dollars. So if you are on the line and you are a stager and a designer and you want to stop trading your time for dollars, go ahead and put in the chat room and put me because I get it. Trying to figure out a way that it's just not always based on your time getting paid. How to build the board, some uses and best practices. I'm going to show you lots of different boards along the way. Oh, good. You guys are great. Thank you. How to easily market, because really without, you could have this great service, but if you don't know how to market it, that's going to be tricky. So we're going to walk you through that. And of course, I'm going to share stories and design boards all along the way. If I give you lots of great information, is it okay if I also tell you about my expert e-design course and give you some details and special pricing? If that's okay with you, go ahead and put yes. All right. I've got like 100 slides to go through because I'm always adding new things too. So let's make sure you're in the right place. You are in the right place. If you are just curious about e-design or concept boards, you have that eye for design and you want to think about how you can basically scratch your creative itch and start a design business or do something new with that creativity. You're in the right place if you're a stager and you want to easily add design or redesign services to your business. This is a no brainer. You're in the right place if you're an interior designer and you want to simplify your design process, get off that hamster wheel, maybe lower your liability and just kind of focus on your sweet spot. You're in the right place. And, or if you're a design lifestyle blogger, you want to monetize your blog, or if you just love to shop. So if you love design and you love to shop, you're in the right place because I'm going to show you a kind of flexible, low overhead business from home that fits that passion in this workshop. And I'm going to be showing you a lot of boards that look like this. So if you love to look at things like this and this, you're in the right place. Now I'm going to be showing you these boards, and I need to preface by saying all of the boards that I show you are inside my template library. And when I walk you through what that looks like as part of the training, you'll be like, oh, all those boards are in Audra's template library in design files. So put a pin in that. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. If you don't know who I am, my name is Audra Slinky. I started kind of the first staging and design online course almost 20 years ago. It's been a long time, the state HSR certified staging. And I have expanded from there because a lot of my stagers wanted color training. It was the first RESA accredited training. They wanted color, they wanted e-design. That's what we're going to talk about here. And I've recently even added Airbnb, vacation rental design. These are just kind of helping you kind of add that service to your business if you are an existing stage or designer. But I'm also very passionate. The most thing that I'm passionate about is actually helping people who love design start a business doing what they love. Now, if you're one of my people, you know every time I do one of these events, I get very nervous. It just without fail. So a little kudos from you in the chat. You know I love it. You guys are great. So thank you. Okay, so if you are one of my people, go ahead in the chat. I'm always curious to see. Oh, one of my people. Cheers. Thank you. All right. So, what is e-design? I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about it, but basically, it is technology allowing a designer or stager to provide inspiration, expert product sourcing, and design expertise in a detailed room plan, a visual, if you will, with the product links or without, they don't have to include them at the fraction of the cost of full service design. It basically lets a designer impart their vision, showing a client their vision. You've seen those boards, so you get an idea. What e-design is not It's not virtual staging. Virtual staging is, I always say, leave that to the experts in India who are really good at Photoshop. I always have somebody like a real estate agent or stager. Can I use the design files for that? And I'm like, no, that's real expertise. But why would you think, e-design would be good? Well, I have to say, luckily I started this training even before COVID. I had a lot of people during COVID really expand their e-design business or at least add that portion onto their design process for staging. But here's the deal. E-design is really just that visual. It gives that visual to a client. It's also very practical because not only can you give them the visual, you can give them the direct shopping links and all of the specs, and they can go ahead and put the work in themselves and DIY the install. But the huge thing about e-design that I have found, concept boards in any one of your services, whether you're a stager or designer, or and really much incorporate this into vacation rental design, is it builds trust. It allows clients to be on the same page because when you're putting together that concept ahead of time, they're able to see kind of that vision that you have for their space. And it's so much more refreshing to do that. You're able to build your own credibility. You're able to have the client, maybe go, maybe I do want to increase my budget because I want to see what it looks like. Here's a really good example. I love to share this. This is my friend Mitch in Galveston. He does these kind of concept boards for vacation rental. So he did this concept board for a client, a real estate investor for living room vacation rental. And here's what the install looks like. So you could see that the concept board gives the idea, shows the client enough of what it's going to look like that they may go, yes. Do you guys agree in the chat? Yeah, it's that visual, it's that extra step. It's allowing that technology to really help us give that vision to a client that they otherwise don't. Because we can tell them till we're blue in the face, but until we can show them, what is that phrase? A picture is worth a thousand words. But what I love about it is at its simplest form, if you're just exploring design and you don't even have a design business, and I should have probably asked you guys in the beginning, I usually do a poll to see where you're at because I know I always get a mix. I have a lot of people who just jump into this training, start this because they have friends and family who always ask them, will you help me with my room? Will you do this? Because they have impeccable taste. This is what they love. This is their sweet spot. So it's a really easy dip your toe business. It's a zero overhead business model in its simplest form, really low overhead and really low liability because all you're doing is passing your vision with the shopping links to the person. It's not location defined. So I have a lot of my members who are really good at this. They can travel everywhere or they do e-design all over the place for clients because they may have a great blog or they're an influencer of some kind on social media and they have a client 2 states over that want them to work. No problem. Technology allows them to do that, helps them expand their clientele. And let's be honest, online design is hot. It starts the conversation. So even people who are just breaking into the design business, when they start building these boards and kind of showcasing them on their social media, people are like, "Wow, I love that room. Where did you get?" You name it, right? So it springboards also to bigger design projects. But what I love is within the technology allows you to control the conversation. And I should say, save your questions till the end. I'm definitely going to take them all, but I have so many slides to show you. I want to get through this first and probably your questions answered in this. How many of you in the chat are so tired of late night texts or phone calls from your clients? Yeah, because they've got your cell phone, right? So, how about this product or how about this or should we do it in this color? Yeah, go ahead in the chat and put me. I get it because we sometimes lose control of our business and even our relationships with our client. Yeah, it happens. What's kind of cool is within the control technology, you can see that you can have the conversation in there. And you can say, what do you think of this style chair in this fabric? And you can upload that fabric. So you can walk them through and control it there. But I know for some of you night owls, it really does give you time and location flexibility because rather than all of your time always being client face to face, it is developing that concept ahead of time that hedges your business. It's a simplified business model and it's like I said, the simplest form where you're just kind of giving them that. And it's budget friendly. So it's really can work with everybody. At the end of the day, it's just technology, passing on your vision, automating your processes, and making life easier. And yes, you can kind of build a 2D, 3D with these boards, which I was going to show you. Somebody did ask that question. Okay, many designers are transitioning into a packaged business model for simplicity. I don't know if that's you in the chat, let me know if you are. It also kind of helps for people because otherwise, this just ongoing timesheet is just kind of harder. A lot of my designers also tell me they love that it's a shortened client lifespan sometimes. Maybe they just don't want to do the install. It just simplifies the entire design process. And for those people who are not designers and stagers, like I said, it allows you to dip your toe in and it allows you to showcase your design talent for a lot of different industries. Like I said, like vacation rental design, which I've seen a lot of people do. I'm going to share some stories. And yes, here we even have a board for affordable Airbnb decor in lots of different, we have actually a couple boards on that one. Here's an example of one of the boards that we did where we mix trade. I'm going to walk you through how you make money on these boards because I know I mentioned to you that you can make thousands of dollars per board. And it's not just based upon your time that it took to create that board. And that's what I walk people through in the training. It's also based on the product that you're able to put in there and offer an expanded product to your client, not just retail. Here is a board that we did. And I love this story because this was one of our boards in our template library and then here it is in the room for a vacation rental. How great is that? Gina did that. House of Moxie, she did it. She shared an e-design job for an Airbnb. And here's some great, I love this before and after. This was the before. And then she did that design concept board, which I showed you. Client signed off and there's the after, right? Go ahead. What a difference, right? So basically, it's just a perfect consultation based business model for a stager or designer or someone who wants to begin design that lets you broaden and upsell services without necessarily expanding your overhead. You can. We're going to walk you through that to talk about that too. But it also is just anytime, anywhere, organize your ideas. So let's talk about the technology choices. I know somebody talked about renderings, whatnot. And here's where I think a lot of people make a mistake. The technology choices are the curated shopping boards versus the full room builders. See the room builder below here. Uh, and room builders, there's a lot of good options for you to do room builders, and here's just a few that you can, like they're free. But the thing about room builders is I find they take a whole lot more time. They're very time consuming for designers. And frankly, especially if you're doing the install, you don't really need to like show them exactly, you can show them enough in a 2D that they can kind of get the idea. For the hours and hours that it takes to kind of build out these rooms, I have found that designers really aren't making the money to dictate that full room design. Now, it depends on the design that they're doing, whether that's kitchen, bath, obviously for them to see. But even in the design files technology, you can do different kinds of 2D and 3D rendering. So even that technology has really expanded. But I love the idea about concept board kind of packaging. And that's what I'm going to talk about a bit more today. And that is that curated board. Because what I've seen, like I said, is the big mistake is choosing a program that's too complicated and too time consuming. Like I said, I see designers and stagers. How many of you guys do the full floor plans, renderings on any one of those things? And it takes hours and hours and hours. I'm just curious in the chat. Go ahead and just put if that's you and you can kind of relate to what I'm saying. Yeah, it does. It takes a lot of time. And do your clients need that much detail on some of these things? It depends on the project, but most of the projects, no, especially if it's living room, dining room, bedroom, so it just, is a problem. So the curated boards, the curated technology, they all that I'm going to talk about, and I know a lot of you probably use some of these, they all let you do client communication inside. They all have a client quiz or onboarding of some kind where the client fills out the questionnaire, which I like. They all help you project organize and even client communicate. They all do billing. They all let you shop. But what I like about the choice that I've made, which is designfiles.co, I'm going to show it what it looks like to you. Thank you, Anthony. SketchUp. It does take hours and hours. Okay. Speed, cost, beauty. Ease and efficiency should be the primary drivers for picking an design technology. It has to be profitable. I have seen too many designers and stagers and people in the design world just not make enough money. They're spending too many hours on things that are just not as much profitable. And the renderings, they're not even as beautiful as the curated boards. So the two big choices out there are Mydoma or 3 with Cora, which I haven't seen them really update their technology in years. They were like the first on board, and Design Files. And now Design Files is the one that, of course, I've partnered with and I recommend. And I'm very glad that I did partner with them over 5 years, 6 years ago now, for these boards and these templates that people get when they sign up through my course, because Design Files is always adding new bells and whistles to their technology. How many of you in the chat use Design Files? I'm just curious. It has like the super easy browser tool. You're shopping, let's say you're on Wayfair, you click the browser tool and you just add that product to whichever client project you want to send it to. So you guys are familiar with it. It has wonderful automation. And what I really like, I'm going to show you this video now. This is a new thing you may not even know about. Is inside, here I am, I'm looking at all the vendors that I have in my design files. I don't know if you can see this video. Hopefully the video is playing, but you can see I'm scrolling down. You have Side Door now as a vendor, which is a trade wholesale vendor. And within Side Door now, you have another 100 plus vendors to choose from. Yeah, you guys are using no PowerPoint, Luann. That's terrible. No, no, no. You're gonna love design files. So it just saves you so much time. Um, Even within design files, you can build packages and pricing. You can name it. You can say what you're gonna do. Oh, Word, yeah. I see people use Canva, PowerPoint, Word. No need, no need, people. But the reason I like design files better than Mydoma, and I don't want to disparage, and if you do use Mydoma, is I just find it easier to use, and I find their mood board technology a lot more robust. You can take, and we didn't do this very well, this is an old 2D, but you can take kind of your mood board like this, and you can just throw it in a 2D room really easily like this. So you see how we did this. I mean, obviously perspective's not perfect, but do clients need a perfect perspective on that cabinet? No. Do they know how to now style those shelves for that office? Yes. All right. Both let you have the questionnaire, and they even let you kind of automate that, which I kind of like. So when in doubt, I recommend you just keep it simple with that. So let's talk about my packages, my recommended packages. Um, I like the idea, like I said, of budget friendly, keeping it simple. Design starter, 199 a room. This is if you are just starting out. If you do not have a design business or a business, you do not have a clientele. Because like I said, I have my designers and stagers. They have a clientele. They make easily over 1,000 per room. But this is if you're just brand new. What is the design starter? It's a discovery call. It is instructions and a budget guide. It's one concept board and custom color palette, shopping list, directions, notes. That's it. And the design premium is 500 a room, and that's where actually they get 2 revisions, client revisions, and a couple kind of concept boards, inspiration rooms to look at. So keeping it simple, and then they can always add new things. So one thing is I like about the packages is package one, you're just starting a room conversation. So if you're brand new to design and you have these friends and family that are always picking your brain, here you go. Who can't afford 199, right? It starts the conversation. It's just a single board, no revisions, shopping links, design advice. Package two, you're starting the conversation. A couple boards, a couple revisions, making sure that this is what they like and it's a little bit more of a relationship. And package three, more rooms, wholesale product, floor plans. I mean, you name it, there's so many ways you can kickstart and kind of springboard to full design work. Now, how many of you guys do packages like this right now? Go ahead and put in the chat if you do. Let's just do the math. Okay. If you were just starting out, so I'm speaking to the person who's brand new, to do 3 starter designs a week and 2 premium designs, you'd be making 1,600 per week or 79,000 a year on 9 hours of work per week. And this is only retail. I'm talking only retail product. You're not even making money on what they're buying. But I know what you guys are thinking. You may be saying, Audra, how can I create an entire board with shopping links for only 199? Right? Were you guys thinking that in the chat? You said that. That sounds low. Okay. And that is why I started my training. That is the problem with a blank account. Because when you sign up for design files, you get a blank account. It looks like this, right? And which just like any technology, right? They're not pre-populating it with stuff. When somebody signs up for design files with having gone through my training, they get my templates. So all they need to do, see this little HSR templates, is put in a little search transitional, and up comes a bunch of transitional choices that they can just add to the project. So you can imagine the time saver. They can add it to existing project or keep going. So we started when I saw this webinar years ago. This designer had already had 100 projects, her old projects. And she said that now she maybe takes a tenth of the time with her clients because she can look up an old project and send it to a client as an inspiration to start the conversation now. She doesn't have to recreate from scratch. She's never reinventing. So I thought, wouldn't it be great if everybody had 100 of those projects already in their design files account when they just got it started in the chat? Wouldn't that be a good idea? So I had my team of designers start building these design boards, the boards that you've been seeing. We started developing a bunch of living room, different styles, different budgets. There's Scandinavian, there's mid-century, there's transitional in different colors. And we started developing over 35 living room boards, and then we started doing bedrooms of all different colors, all different styles. And trust me, my designers, my shoppers, they're really, really good. Yeah, they're beautiful. Thank you, Donna. And then they did dining room boards because who doesn't want like an awesome formal dining room? Look at these. And we did a bunch of office boards. And then we did baby nurseries because I had some people that just want to specialize in nurseries. How cool is that? They hit up all the baby shops and they're designers of these nurseries. So we created all of this so that now when somebody goes into their account, they have this little tab here that says HSR templates. They don't get a blank account, they get all the HSR templates, and they can just start that project right there. On any one of those templates, there's 100 in there, and that is part of my course. You can see you're watching this video. There's a button below this video that takes you to, right now I'm having a course discount on the course, but basically the course is access to get all those templates. And it also then walks you through the process of incorporating this service in your business. We talk about getting started. We talk about shopping wholesale. We talk about shopping trade. And right now, you can get the best price by using this coupon code until Friday at midnight. Um, yeah, look at you guys. These are great. And using Design Right. So I want to see. I saw you had some questions. Okay, still going. All you need to do is put that coupon code in there because everybody asks me how they would do that. Yes, Shanna, you use the boards on social media. Yeah, in fact, I have a video I'm going to show you. It's pretty cool, not just on social media. What's because they're very visual, right? We have 100 boards. They use the video, they can space it out on social media, and then they have the link to their page of how you create the concept board. I even walk you through exactly how to kind of set up that contact page. Oh, and I should mention that we just added a bump offer to it for those of you who were interested in the vacation rental design, because these are two kind of services that go really well together. You can add the vacation rental design expert course and save on that if you bundle both. Um, I, I'm- so basically you're paying around $7 per one of those boards. It took us hours to create each one of those boards. I'm going to be honest that you can turn around and sell for $199. I have a video I'll show you, but how it's so easy when a client, you're trying to hone in on a client's style and you can send them three of those images. Let's say they wanted a coastal living room. We have a bunch of coastal living rooms. So you send them the three. Which one do you like? Tell me, each one of what's your favorites for each one. So it really helps you right away start the conversation. Um, uh, so let me see. Just took that course. Oh, thanks, Tina. Tina said she just took the Expert E-Design course and it was awesome. I'm going to take some of your questions. Yes, somebody says they love the coupon. Yes, social media. That's what I really recommend is on social media. Yes, the board does not have the links to those things. The behind each board is like a 20-page presentation. I am going to show you when I set up the replay page. I'm going to give you a bonus that shows you one of our boards and the 20-page kind of presentation with the links behind it. What I recommend as a designer is you have the board as kind of the teaser, and if the clients want the links, sure, they can pay for them, right? Megan says if she makes 100 boards, have them available for purchase, how would someone buy? Yeah, that's not part of the, that's not part of it. Doesn't really do much for you. We have a special agreement with design files where that's where they get the boards and that's why these links all work. Whatever I add to my templates in my account goes into everybody's account. So people who signed up for this course, even back in 2018 and 19, I'm always updating the course, they still get every new board if they have their design files account that I add. Yes, I will give you this presentation after. The discount goes away at midnight. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. I'm glad you loved the vacation rental course. Um, yes, Donna, if you want to include the e-design, this is the best price. You're going to get $50 off till Friday. This is the best price I ever give on this expert e-design course. That's one reason why I did this training after my vacation rental. These two trainings go together because you can use any one of those boards as a starting point for a vacation home, right? If I have a bunch of coastal living rooms in there, you're going to love it. Um, Monica, yeah, you just, as a member, you just need to renew on our website. You can hit renew and jump back into the course. We have a lot of new things that we always add to each one of our courses. If you don't know anything about designing and have zero interest in design, I don't recommend you become a professional at it. If you do love design, it's been a passion and you've been doing this since you were a kid, even without formal training, I suspect you will be just fine. But I do walk you through a lot of design rules and whatnot in the training. Autumn, thank you. She took the vacation course and she loved it. Yes, Luann, the boards all have the pricing and the sourcing data. And so obviously the nature of the internet is that things change, right? So we always tell people don't just send it, check that link, but you'll know exactly where we got that item, whether it was Bellacore or Restoration Hardware or Pottery Barn or Ballard, and you can refine that item, right? So that's what we always say. There's not a year subscription, Shanna. The subscription is through design files. But if someone who wants back into the course for all the new goodies, it's $100 to renew. Um, Doreen, the questionnaire to ask clients, yeah, I do have a whole process in the training for you to an onboarding process for your clients. But design files actually has a cool questionnaire built in to it. And let me show you. So the course is kind of a never reinvent. We walk you through kind of your onboarding process. We give you kind of the budget worksheet so that you can work that through with your clients. We give you the copy and paste email process that walks you through the beginning conversations of starting an e-design package board. We give you the imagery and all that stuff in Canva templates so you can easily edit it. We do everything so it makes you look good. That's the whole point. Design is so much easier when you have these inspirational starting points, right? There's nothing new under the sun. Why not find that first? Uh, I know I've got tons of testimonials. Really have not had anyone not really love this course, and especially those templates. When they start looking at those templates, they're like, whoa. But I also have a 72-hour guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. uh, Tammy, this business, it's you're selling your design services. You're curating that room plan for clients, much like a designer does, and you're selling that service to clients. Yes, and I walk you through how you would market that to clients to become kind of a e-designer. Uh, Angela, yes, you can integrate a design board. I think you can embed it into your website. So it is pretty easy, which is cool. Uh, if you have my color certification, how do you roll it into the package? Marlene, if you have the color training, this is an easy upsell to design. That's what a lot of my members do. They've done a color consult and invariably the client is like, "Can you help me design? You've done such a good job on my color choices." And so, yes, let's get started on a design plan. And this is how you start it. Yes, Natasha, I walk you through how to do affiliate links for products, but I am much more savvy than that because affiliate links only give you like 1 or 2%. I actually walk you through how to do wholesale products, trade products in your things where you make 30% on each product, not 1 and 2%. That is the huge benefit. In fact, I kind of have these kind of case studies even in the training. You guys have so many questions. Okay. Yes, you can totally change and edit each board. I'm going to get back to the presentation, then I'll take more of your questions. So save your question. This is a blog post where I walk you through how one of my members made over 6 figures just starting the training within 6 months. And what she did is she would do the concept board for second home vacation homes in her area. She found a real need there. And there it is. There's the board, and here's her install. Look how cool that is. And she makes money on all that product. There she is, Megan. And I share her story and exactly how she does it in the training. In this board, this is one of our living room boards that we created that is trade product. And I walk you through in the training how you could this trade product, you can kind of see here, I know it's a little small, but you could see the retail versus wholesale. So the retail is what the client would have to pay if they bought it anywhere online, anywhere. You're like the retail furniture store basically. And so you're giving them that same price and you're because you sold it as a wholesaler, as a designer, you are making anywhere from 10 to 30% on each item, and that's kind of where it shows you. I'm logged into my designer portal here on SideDoor. I showed you how SideDoor has that partnership already with design files. So if you financially do the math where you're not just being charged for your time to do a board, but you're actually mixing in trade product so that they have an expanded product base. They're not just having to shop the retail stores they like. They actually get all the trade stores that they love. That um, and you link it to those items, the client pays the typical retail, so nothing would change for them. Their cost would be 90, oops, sorry, 9,500 for that entire living room, but the wholesale cost is 5,800. So you would make 3,700 on that one board in those products. If they just bought everything on there, if they said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I love this. I'm buying it all. I'm going to do my own install." They can do their own install or not, and they will ship actually to their residence. This is what I love about the trade places. It's different than other trades. Yes, you can do the trades and have it shipped to you or deal with a receiver. That's a whole other different ballgame that I teach in my vacation rental design training, but you don't have to. So this one living room board, this is where I show you. I have a blog post. I'm going to send you the link after this in the workshop recap. Um, but uh, this one board shows you how it's a little higher luxury, obviously, board. And if they bought everything on this board, you would have made about $7,000. This is all trade, but it's beautiful, right? So Alina asked, to sell trade products, should I pay something to the trade companies or have an agreement with them? So yeah, so I walk you through in the training how you sign up, how you coordinate that, and they make an income, a slight income on everything that obviously that's how they get paid, everything the client purchases too. So it's a win-win. So this would show you the retail of this living room, which has a lot of furnishings, as you could see, would be 21,000. The shipping is typically about 10%, always white glove shipping, and then the designer price, and there's the profit. So you could see that. This is another board, that we created. I love just to show you retail. So it's a cheaper living room. I'm sorry, I was going fast, but I had a lot I wanted to show you. I've still got more to show you. 14,000 to shipping. They're paying about 15,000 for all that gorgeous product, and you make about 4,300 having access to that. So, uh, let me keep okay. So now you're doing the two premium designs. If you mix an average of trade and retail in the designs to expand the product base for your clients, now you're making over 200,000 a year, still just doing 5 hours of work week. Obviously, you need to market. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. And I don't want to, this is not a quick, get rich quick or whatever, but I'm trying to show designers already do this where they make money on their trade product. This is an easier way to do it and get you kind of out of the admin realm. So this beach house, we just added this to the training a while ago. The total cost for this beautiful living room, and actually a huge portion of it is this Regina Andrews chandelier. How fantastic is that? It's 9,000. That chandelier I think is like 3,000 alone. Okay, so how does this help you to include purchase orders, templates? Yeah, Paula, they have design files helps you with it, connects with your QuickBooks. It helps with purchase orders and templates, um, all of that. Okay. Springboard. What I love about eDesign is, especially when you're just getting started, it's a really easy way to springboard to more work, repeat business in other rooms. You don't have a client that just wants one room. Once you do one room, they're going to want all of them. For my stagers, it's an easy pivot to upsell. Shopping trade, you can either just do it, give them the links and have them shop direct, or you can even, it's a kickstart to a full install. You don't even give them the links and you just say, hey, here's the plan, the whole living room. We could do this $20,000 living room or this $15,000 living room. Which one do you want? It's an easy upsell after a color consult. And you can have it just ordered and shipped to the client. And it's just design and simplified. Okay. Your easiest client to acquire is the one sitting right in front of you who already knows, likes, and trusts you. So if you are the one that the friends and family go to, if you're the stager that's been turning away design work, this is a real obvious one. Then even if you're the designer, it's really easy to upsell because there's so many benefits. Thank you, Donna. It is a business in a box. I do walk you through everything on it. But but before you can really market the service to people, you have to understand how it benefits them versus traditional design. And not even versus traditional design, because most of my traditional designers actually use this as a precursor to their install. They want to make sure that that concept board, all the expectations are set. So eDesign is really helpful for that as well. So I have a lot of designers who just do it and they don't just do the eDesign packages. They show them, everyone agrees on it, and then they can move forward with the install. But basically the clients can visually see the design plan. They see how those furnishings relate to one another. Unless they can see everything in one place, scale everything, it's really hard to want to commit, as you can see. It keeps them from making costly design mistakes because they are seeing each piece. How many of you in the chat room have clients who are all over the board when it comes to design style? They love this piece, they want this piece, they want this piece, and you're just going, oh my gosh, those styles are not going to go together. They just won't. So this is what keeps them together. It lets them even phase um, their design budget, because if they wanted to get that one living room I showed you with the Regina Andrews chandelier that's like $4,000, they can phase that later. But it shows them that that's really the piece de resistance, right? That's going to make that room really pop. It keeps into a style that works. It keeps items to scale. It fits even the smallest of budgets, which is one thing that I really like about it. Um, and it has links to all the products. Starts with what they own. It expands from there because you can work with what they have in this, and it just saves some money, you and time. Because let's be honest, the one thing that is continually growing, and I said this in my trends workshop, is there are so many shopping resources out there, right? How many of you are overwhelmed every day with the amount of different retail shopping resources available to you? It is overwhelming. But let's be honest, we are the shopping experts. When you are passionate about this, so most of our clients don't know how to shop. They don't know how to shop like us. I walk you through best practices in shopping. So it saves them so much time, makes sure that they really get the best price, the best quality, and it lets them trust you because they can see your vision, they can be on board with it. The key to marketing success is communicating this value. Walking through all of these. Of course, in my training, I have all these benefits to your client outlined so you can copy and paste, put it in your website. And then another thing I have in my training is what I call the eDesign Package Investment Guide. This is a Canva template that you would be giving to your clients. You can edit every bit of this. If you're not familiar with Canva, it's a free marketing kind of website that you can go to create really cool things. I imagine most of you are familiar with it. But we've created this investment guide to make you look good. So obviously, first page is where you're kind of introducing who you are, your design philosophy, why eDesign benefits them. I think that's important for them to know. And then obviously your portfolio. And you can, of course, you're going to be swapping in your own photos. Then we walk through kind of the eDesign difference, all the benefits, how it saves them time, how it keeps them on trend. We walk them through how it works. This all corresponds with what I show you in the training. And then we walk them through the packages with links to help them book a call with you or to, contact you to pay. So we walk you through how you would do this in your training with additions. And then, testimonials, of course, are in there. Why work with us? We also include FAQs. This is all copy and paste stuff. So you're not reinventing. It's all there for you. And then the closing. Can you imagine if you have a design and staging business, do you have something in your business for each one of your services that looks this good? Uh, if you do, put yes in the chat. If you don't, go no, not yet. I get it. This is new technology. I'm always on top of it. Tiva, I love it. Tiva says, great. I was struggling with doing a portfolio from my first client. I want this. Yeah. So our job is to make you look good. You're not reinventing. So it benefits everybody. You change the color scheme, you swap the photos, you copy and paste those FAQs onto your website. We even have website verbiage and all that. It's all there for you. I always say, the many uses of e-design, a lot of you I know are current stagers. And do you send this kind of email to every staging client? Thank you for the opportunity. I loved working with you and your beautiful items. Having said that, I would love to offer a design plan for your new home that includes paint suggestions and additional purchases that will help you love your new space. Send this email. It's so easy, right? Um, would you like my investment guide? Let's call for a consultation. You purchased the design course. Below this video that you are watching on this page, there's a button right below that takes you to purchasing. It'll open up a new tab. So don't worry, you can still hear me. You can still hear this presentation, but it's right there. Someone says, how do we purchase it? It's right below there. That Canva template is inside the training. And yes, the special touches go a long way. We understand that. That's why we add new things inside the training all the time. We want to make you look good. So many uses, like you said, I'm just gonna blow your mind with the different ways I've seen my members use these boards because it's not just for design rooms. You're gonna be shocked. It is an online course. It's 3 days for you to go through the materials all together, like full time. You could have this implemented in your business in a week. It's maybe a little bit longer than 3 days, and then you get all the boards. So you get all the they're getting the shopping links. This is how it works. I love this story. This is a vacation rental story. This is my girl Alina. She travels the country doing vacation rentals, Airbnb design. And she is all about experiential design. I talk about this in my vacation rental design expert course about we're not just designing Airbnbs, we're creating experiences for people. By the way, this is the before photo. That's her beautiful photo. And she creates the concept board and all she's had to do is create some of these boards, put them on her social, and people are just finding her left and right. She doesn't even have a website yet. She's still working on that. But you can see what she does. She loves maximalism design. So this was a home that she moved. She went to Florida near Disneyland, I think it was. And look at this was her concept board that the client signed off on. And there's the design of the bedroom. How cool is that? Here is a bedroom that she did. This was the Disneyland one. It's the Peter Pan room. I don't know if you can see they did a little Peter Pan mural on the back, and she has a little lit tree, and on the little rugs, everything, little stump pillow. So she's creating these experiential Airbnb design rooms. When you walk in the door of one of her homes, this is the Instagrammable photo booth wall that she's created. How fun. Here's one of her photos that she sent. She's taking a photo in the mirror. Look at the living room. She's mixed two different wallpapers, stripe and the palm. It's a killer wall room. That's the fun thing about Airbnb design. I just launched that course last month. It's a bump offer if you want to do both. They perfectly go well together because for people who really love this kind of crazy fun design, here's a before. Here's another room she did before, after. Oh, this was the Mickey Mouse room. How cool is this? She says she's traveled to Nashville, she's traveled to Palm Desert, she's traveling all over doing it. And all starts, she said, with the e-design. She took my e-design training first. And that's where she's gone. So now she's got both those and she's incorporating both and loves every bit of it because that's kind of her style. Um, I have some stagers, we offer this as one of our boards to communicate a shopping list. Even in the staging realm, you could use these boards to say, hey, hey, client, with affiliate links, here are the things you need to buy for this home because we all know what they need to buy. Or, hey, client, here's some light fixtures I want you to purchase, and here's the links. Here you go. Or, hey, client, here's some accessories I want you to buy. What I have also, a lot of the boards that we give in the training in the design files, not all of them we let you just share for free. You can share them to paid clients, but obviously we don't want those presentations with links all over the internet because that ruins it for everybody. We keep it to use my select members, but some of them we do say shareable. And so I have my members are smart, sign up for your free shopping list and then they get the full presentation. So some of the boards we have is shareable throughout the year for you to share them. I'm going to share one with you tomorrow. It's my affordable patio updates. You'll see it. It's there's so many things I wanted to buy on that board, you wouldn't believe it. But it just lets you, it's considered a sales funnel. That's how you market your business, is you have that sales funnel. Like I said, I have some of my members, they just do nurseries, they do a design mix or offices. Here's one of my members. She took that nursery and look at her concept board. She did the 2D. Uh, Donna Allen, here's another story of the baby project. She loves this nursery. There's her board, and here is the finished room. How cute. And everything on the board, so it's all shoppable. Uh, Audra, how the item size is related to the room size. Good idea. Hey, Alina, inside design files, they actually have a floor planner. You can actually create floor plans for them as well. Uh, but as is any online shopping, everybody says that. How do we know we're going to like the product? Well, I don't know. We go into we buy things all the time online, right? So we don't know. You have to be really careful with the dimensions and watch them. I have inside my training my essential design rules and dimensions that walk you through how different those dimensions need to be from each other. So you're going to be very wise to it. If you have a couch whose arm is, 36 inches, you want to make sure that coffee table is upwards or downwards no more than 2 inches. So those are things that you're just going to know. We walk you through that. Uh, a lot of people I've seen use it for event planning. Obviously, color consultations. I have personal stylists because the technology lets you pull, if you can be shopping anything online, a blog image source, and even kitchen and baths. I share the story. I love this. Melanie shared her own bathroom remodel on Facebook. And in the comments on Facebook was one of her clients saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to call you because I want you to do my guest bath because they can see that she's creating the vision for them. Vicky, she is one of my members. She was a cabinet dealer, her family business, and she's creating the design center for them, which I love. There are definitely rules for lighting and measurements. I have all the rules in my guide. I want to make sure everybody knows that. I have those rules in all of my trainings. I want to make sure. Uh, I love this. One of my members, Tammy, she lives in Vermont. So there's a lot of specialty boutique stores. So she took one of our boards and she actually swapped out some of the items. You can see how she swapped out just a few items using those specialty boutique stores. And then she partners with those companies locally to showcase their work in her design. And then they sell her design services. So it's kind of a win-win. Definitely a win-win. We have these shareable boards for Christmas. I can go on and on, you guys. I'm going to zip through them, but these are fun. Any of you guys in the chat do holiday design? For those of you who do holiday design, we have so many boards that really help you kind of kickstart with your clients, newsletters and whatnot. Somebody asked, they said they're based in Canada. What can you do to adopt the shopping list? Wholesale vendors. Yes. So I agree. I actually have a lot of members that are from all over because it's enough of the shopping that they get the idea. I mean, we all have, Amazon Wayfair House, but they know where to source it and then they search it and find it. They swap the link for their own kind of location, their country. But some of those vendors, you're right, won't ship to Canada. And that is, one of the problem. But the point is you have the visual, you have the starting points, and you can find the vendor near you that will have something similar enough, but at least you don't get the blank board. And so that's what they find. And this is another thing I'm going to be coming out with you all. It's going to be my next blog post, the Mother's Day gift list. We do these gift guides for Christmas and Mother's Day, and they are amazing. I've already bought these little heated up booties. I've bought almost everything on this guide. They're really good shoppers. Uh, Aisha asked if this is a RISA accredited course. Aisha, I was the very first RISA accredited course, my staging and redesign training, and they just accredit the staging and design courses. So that's the course that is accredited. This one would not. No side courses do they accredit that way. Oh, Alina, you would know the size of the room. Your clients are going to give you the dimension. Yes, absolutely. I walk you through in the training how you get the dimensions easily from your clients. That's part of the questionnaire. Somebody asked that. Uh, so deciding on a layout, we'll zip through. We're rounding this off. Uh, a lot of our boards have these inspiration rooms. I like them. You can remove them and reshuffle things. But I think they look good because people really like to work off inspiration rooms. It gives them again that visual, and it helped our designers when they put all this stuff together to put that visual together. Let's talk marketing. All right. I know that whenever I do this workshop and whenever I showcase anybody's boards, it's just one of those things that just draws people's eye in. Do you agree in the chat? Like you see these boards and it's just like, vroom. Trust me, on social media and everywhere else, your clients will be kind of the same. Um, Catherine, yes, the button to purchase the e-design course is right below this, and you're going to get the best price this week. And that discount is not going to come up for many, many months. I only do this workshop a couple times a year. So this is the best price you're ever going to get. So I always say be clear on benefits. I love it. Becca, you're going to love it. I have a lot of people like Alina. Alina just did the e-design. And then look what she's doing now. She's traveling the country doing Airbnb design, doing the concept boards. She's addicted. It's pretty fun. So again, be clear on those benefits to your clients. Always be communicating those benefits to your clients. We walk you through how to do it. We help you work through your clients' budgets. They're basically paying for the design and not the schlepping. We even give you a few kind of fun little imageries and things to use. But obviously, you're going to want to capitalize on your visuals. You're given 100 plus board images and projects with shopping links as a starting point. You're not going to get that anywhere else. There's no other training that gives you that inside your design files. Yes, you have to sign up for design files because that's the partnership, the software partnered that we've partnered with, but you've got that for everything. You have access to exclusive trade product. I walked you through how you do that and shop it. I walk you through that. But the key to really marketing is developing what I call automated funnels. I walk people through this in every one of my trainings where you're creating that automated funnel. You have to have that really cool juicy giveaway. Don't worry, we give you the juicy giveaway in the training. And then all the follow-up email where you're kind of walking them through the benefits and showcasing some of your boards or work. Don't worry, we give you all of that copy and paste in the training and lots of visuals. So we walk you through that. How would that start? I would recommend an ad, a Facebook ad, Instagram ad, targeting people maybe who are going through a remodel who make over 150,000 a year. Facebook's very targeted. It will tell you exactly and give them your awesome giveaway with your weekly series. Before you know it, your guru status is created. They love you and you haven't had to lift a finger. It's all set up. Um, Andrea, if you have a current design files account, once you join, there's instructions in the training of what you need to do for us to tell them to add the boards to your account. If you have a design files account and you do not have this training and my boards, this is a no-brainer because you're already using design files. You already know how awesome it is. So you're going to love this because now you've got all these starting points. Great question. I should have mentioned that. Yeah, so we have a cheat sheet in the training. We even have like a designer guide. We have all the email follow-ups that, and copy that you could just copy and paste. I show you how to use a scheduler. Ideally, I want you to automate every process. I'm really into streamlining your processes if you don't already have that in your business, either using a scheduler like Honeybook or Acuity, and then just copying and pasting those emails and working with our budget guide to do it. You can't really see these social posts, but they're really fun because we even give you the Facebook ad posts and examples, and we give you a lot of the imagery that you would use, social imagery that you would use to walk through. Like you could kick off summer by doing taking a couple of our summer boards and going, people, who's ready for sunshine? Let's do the patio update. I'm going to give you the patio update board tomorrow on the replay page. You got to check it out because you'll see how it works and how the links with the links and everything. So you'll see the presentation and everything. Because the smart designer understands that it's all about relationship. All you need is that email address from that client so that you can nurture that relationship, give them benefits, showcase your work, and before you know it, you'll get that e-design package. So here's just a quick scroll. I don't know if you can see that of all the boards. Yes, this service is perfect, Doreen, for people moving into new homes. People moving into new homes are the designer's number one target market. Somebody asked, what's a target market for e-design? People moving into new homes. Let's rework your area. It's really also any designer's target market. You're going to love it. Uh, there we go. Oh, Donna, you're going to love it. I love it. Tiva says they have a patio design. All right. So get the best price with this coupon, design right. Make sure you put the coupon. I get people who are so excited to buy, they buy it and they don't put the coupon in. Put the coupon in. There it is. You just put that in and you'll see the savings at $50. And maybe if you haven't taken my vacation rental and you loved Elena's stories and you're like, how do I learn design and offer this to Airbnb design investors, property managers? I walk you through all of that in that training. It's a good bundle price and at a discount. You get that course. Paola asked if you could, oh no, Jana asked if you can use your Canva designs into design files. I don't really know. That's a design files question, Jana. Might be tough. You put in the coupon right there. The coupon box is right underneath where the payment, and it's designed right, but it has to be, sorry, I should have mentioned the coupon is for the full price. We only discount our full price. We don't discount our payment plans. And here is the pricing for design files because everybody asks, I'm not in charge of the pricing. Oh, I do give you a discount. Actually, there's a discount link for design files in my training. Here it is. But it's well worth it. It's great software. Somebody asked how this differs from House. I've looked at House Pro, Nicole. You're not going to get 100 plus templates in House. You're not going to get those starting points. I've heard mixed reviews on how good their mood board technology is. I also don't like that they really want you to just shop House. And frankly, I want you to shop everywhere. Most importantly, I want you to shop all those trade locations where you're going to make really good money on each item because that's how you really grow and expand your business. Um, so these are just a lot of the testimonials that I got. Oh, you guys have been so good. And look at me, I kept it to the hour. If you learned something from me in this 1 hour, imagine a 3-day online course, and it's a packed 3 days, I'm going to tell you, but it's designed to never reinvent. You're taking each thing, you're quickly editing it, adding it to your business, and making money in your business. Whether you have a current business, adding this as a new service and really growing it, or whether you want to get into this business, it's a perfect way to start that doesn't really cost you anything but the training and the software. It's that easy. Oh my gosh. Any other questions, I should say, before we wrap things up? Oh, thank you, Anthony. I love it. The coupon's good till Friday at midnight, Nicole. I say don't wait, just jump in and do it if you're excited. Um, you just add the e-design. If you bought my vacation rental training, this is a great course to add to it. Just add it and then do this course after you finish the vacation rental. It's all self-paced and you have access to my courses for a year. So these are 3-day courses you have access to for a year. So you'll finish it. I'm not worried. But then at least you have both materials and then you can start integrating both. Natasha says she just bought the vacation and she wants to add the e-design. It is perfect. Um, the courses are terrific. Kim, thank you. She's got my website too. She's pulling it all together. I do tools for designers and stagers to make their job easy. Uh, Thank you. Click on the button below for all the pricing and details. I think the pricing is discounted 849. Normally 899 for the e-design. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Hannah. It's normally 899. You get the $50. That's the biggest discount I ever offer. Um, I love it. Megan, you can do it. I talk to people every day who have this passion for design. They love design books. They make mood boards for themselves. Can they do it? It's that fear. Let it go. You can do it. You're going to learn a lot. I promise you, and you'll be confident by the end. Um, Karen, the cost to access is $100, but really it's just I want people to finish it. Um, but you have a year to go through it. Thank you guys for all the testimonials. I love it. I didn't even pay you to do it. uh, Alexandra is starting her own staging business. No clients, little money. I get it. Is this a good way to start? Alexandra, I think e-design is a great way to start because design is really hot right now. Staging is hot too, but not as hot as it's been in previous years. Probably it's still good. My staging course gives you that confidence in just your foundational business, but e-design is pretty hot. It's up to you though. I get it. Um, I always think you have nothing to lose by investing in your noggin, right? I invest thousands every year in my own learning and training, how to do good webinars, how to communicate, copywriting skills, because I think that I'm investing in myself. We don't think twice about investing in our kids' college. I've got 2 in college right now. I'm glad I empowered you, Jenny. Thank you. You don't lose access to the boards, Becca. That's the beauty of it. I have people who signed up in 2018. When you sign up with Design Files, as long as you keep your Design Files account, whatever new board I add, you get inside your account. And in fact, you can lose your membership with me and you're still getting all my new boards, everything we create, and we're always creating. Thank you. Tiva says e-design is the way to go. I agree. It is very much a simplified way of doing business. Lock in your best price, you guys. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are wonderful. Cheers to all of you. Enjoy your night. I'm going to send a quick recap email. We're going to get this replay up to you tomorrow with the bonus board. You're going to love that. Remember, midnight Friday is when the discount goes away. It all goes down. Keep trying that coupon. It should be working for you. I did test it myself, but it will only work on full price plans. All right. Thanks, you guys. Take care.